Well, hello everybody. How are you? Today is Tuesday. So, um, and it is March 10th. So, I have some really interesting things to share with you, and that is that I had to experience. Um, I had to go through uh, a situation where I couldn't find really anything to eat. And so you might run into this when you travel or sometimes in different situations. And so, what do you do when there is nothing that you can eat? Or I should say, when there's nothing that you don't want to eat? Because there is usually something that you can eat, but do you want to eat it? That's the question. So please let me know where you're watching from. I always like to know from uh, which part of the US or the world you're watching from, if you don't mind typing. I am right now in Chile, the country, Chile. And so, anyway, yesterday was truly one of the most incredible experiences of my life, and that is crossing the gigantic, enormous, amazing uh, mountain chain, uh, the Andes. You just cannot even start to explain what it is like. No words can be found. So if you can ever do that, if you can ever experience that, I think of all the traveling that I've done, and I've done a lot in my life, this will really stay in my mind as the number one. It's like I said, I don't know what words to use. So let me rewind and let you know that yesterday morning, I had um, my oatmeal, and then we left at about 10 in the morning. So it takes about 3 hours, 3.5 hours to get to the border line. By the time you get there, you are at about 12,000 feet. So you climb with the car all the way up to the border of between Argentina and Chile in the Andes. So it takes about 3 hours from Mendoza, Chile, from Mendoza, Argentina, to the borderline, and so we stopped probably twice, and in one of those stops, okay, it was like 12:30 p.m., so it was lunch time, and so here comes the thing: we go to just a place. It wasn't even a restaurant, just like a cafe kind of thing, and they had sandwiches, but there was nothing really I could eat. So they had this sandwich with veggies, lettuce, tomatoes. Uh, what did it have? Carrots, and then guess what? It had cheese. So I order it, and and I took the cheese out. So it wasn't. It was. I ate half of it because I was hungry. I ate half of it, and then the other half I gave it to someone else. So then I decided, okay, I am going to go for a little walk, and so I walked a few yards, and I found a fruit stand, and so I bought two types of fruit of grapes, red grapes and green grapes. They were delicious. I mean, these are really organic grapes from the Andes. So they were very delicious. I bought two peaches, so I ate both peaches and I ate a good amount of grapes. I did share the grapes with the other three travel companions. I shared the grapes. So that if there was any remnant of cheese in that sandwich, and I don't really like cheese, if there was anything, I felt like I cleaned it out because of all the fruit that I ate. Then we drove some more and we stopped at a beautiful, amazing place to see, which you're going to see it in a video later. Um, and then we got to the crossing, the borderline. And there we had to wait. Sometimes it goes fast and sometimes it takes a while. So this time, unfortunately, it took like an hour because you have to go through a tunnel. It's really incredible the construction. You actually go through a long tunnel. I don't know how many miles it is inside these monumental mountains, the Andes. You are actually in it. So after waiting all that time, I was getting hungry. Then we go through the tunnel eventually, and then we have to go through customs, which also is taking forever. And so we had a package of crackers, and I ate three, four, or five crackers. I mean, they were just plain crackers, and so I ate them. But by that time, I all I had in my stomach was the little bit of oatmeal, half a sandwich, which wasn't good, and then fruit. So now I'm eating four crackers. And so eventually we get through customs, and now we have to drive down what they call the snail. And the snail, so we climbed 12,000 feet. Now we have to go down into Chile, and it literally is like this, and it is amazing. So eventually, after another 4 hours or more, we get to this town, which is beautiful, absolutely breathtaking by the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. I'll show you in just a minute. But by that time, it is 9 p.m. and everybody is hungry and grouchy, and they want to find a place uh, to go buy something to make a salad, to make a sandwich, to make something in this beautiful apartment that we're in. But everything is closed. Everything was closed, and we didn't know what restaurant to choose from. And I was tired, and I was hungry. But at that point, I decided, okay, I'm hungry, but I can deal with this because I'm not going to die if I don't eat. I know that I've been to True North Health Center, I've done fasts before. And so I'll just won't eat. And so it's amazing what happens when you tell yourself that this is how it's going to be. It's like telling, being a parent and telling your child, okay, no, you can't have that. You cannot have the Snickers tonight. Well, I told myself, no, I'm not eating. I'm tired and I don't want to eat trashy food. Eventually, we found like a convenience store where we bought some a package of crackers, bread, and other stuff that the other people bought that I was not going to eat. So I knew I wasn't going to eat and I was going to go to bed. So I thought, well, this is a good example of how sometimes you have to fast. I just thought um, this is an involuntary fasting until tomorrow. All I wanted to do was to take a shower and go to bed. And so we got to the apartment. Everybody else made a sandwich or whatever. I don't know. I went, took a shower, and I went to bed. And so that was a decision that I had to make. I could have sat down at the table and maybe made some toast, but there was nothing to put on the toast. It was going to be dry toast. And why? And or I could make a sandwich with ham and cheese, and I wasn't going to do that either. And the convenience store didn't have any vegetables or fruit, so that was it. That was it. And then in the for the morning, I knew that I wasn't going to have anything for breakfast because I wasn't going to eat oatmeal with nothing in it. Just boil, I mean, or cook oatmeal and then what? Just eat it like that. I mean, I'm not used to eating whole plain. So, and I wasn't going to eat any toast either. So, they so we left the apartment and walked, and they were hungry, even though I'm the one who hasn't eaten in like 20 hours. They were hungry. So um, there was a McDonald's, and they decided they wanted to go to McDonald's. So they all order something, and I could have easily ordered something like they had croissants and a coffee. But I'm like, why would I want to do that? Why would I just clean my body? I'll wait. I know there are some fruit stands somewhere. While they're eating their food, I'm going to go get at least a banana. So that's what I did. They were eating their croissants with coffee, um, or latte or whatever. And I crossed the street to a fruit stand and I bought one banana. um, I wasn't hungry. It's amazing what will happen if you ever try. You get hungry for a couple of hours and then your body turns off the hunger sensation. So I wasn't hungry. I ate the banana, and then we went to a mall because they wanted to look at some stuff to buy. And at that mall, there was a Walmart, and they had beautiful in this Walmart. They had amazing fruits and vegetables. This is, if you can imagine, Southern California kind of thing. That's how it is here with fruits and vegetables. Are just they look and they taste wonderful. So finally, I get to buy vegetables and fruit. So yeah, that's what we did. I bought stuff to make salad, and I bought fruit. So I made a big salad, and I had like 3 bowls of salad. Plus, I cut up some tomatoes, and I think I had 2 tomatoes. And then we bought apples, bananas, stuff like that. So that was lunch. That was my first meal. So that was pretty much 24 hours fasting, and it was fine. Once I decided that I wasn't gonna eat junk, that was I was gonna pay to get hurt. That was fine, and then it stopped, and it was okay. So my meal today, Tuesday, for lunch was, I didn't have breakfast. I had that one banana, and I made that big salad. And then I had a banana. Okay, after the salad. All right, so that's it. Now, what's gonna happen for dinner tonight? We're either going to go out to eat, and what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do what I always tell everybody to do when you're not sure. I'll try to find a restaurant and look at the menu online to see, or I will pre-eat. I'll eat apple here. I don't know what else I bought. um, I'll eat something here, okay, so that I'm not starving when I go to the restaurant. And that's it. Okay, so um, you just have to be very flexible while you travel, and whenever you get the chance to buy fruits and vegetables, do it. Oh, I know what I have. I can make avocado toast with tomatoes if I need to survive. You just anytime you get the chance to buy fruits and vegetables, do it, and um, and then do the best you can. Like I've been trying to. I don't eat crackers that often. I don't eat a sandwich that has cheese ever, but I bought it and I took the cheese out and I only ate half of it. You do the best you can, and then you compensate with other meals or with other foods. So I'm going to show you here how. I'll just show you a little bit of the photos of the when we were just starting to go up the Andes, and there's a huge lake. It's just this is totally
So
unbelievable.
we stopped in this little town by the Andes and I bought grapes. Grapes from the Andes. And I got some peaches also from the area. Okay. And now let's try. This is another kind. I'm here with my friend Osvaldo and Richard and Jorge. Van a ser famosos. So delicious grapes.
So those were the organic, really wonderful grapes.
Wow. Who says you cannot eat healthy while you travel? Who? Okay, bye bye.
And now that's the salad I was telling you about that I made today, and I ate all yeah 3 bowls like that to finally give my body the food that it needs and wants. So um, I hope that you learned something from this. And these are the kind of things that I talk about when I do my 7-day program, which is very relaxed, practical, personalized. And we talk about food addiction and emotional eating and how to put together meals in a simple way so that you don't have to spend hours in the kitchen, and make it simple and inexpensive. And we talk about really practical everyday life issues, which sometimes in other programs you don't. They tell you this, eat this, and whatever, and but there's more to that. A lot of people know what to eat and how to eat it and all that, but they still don't do it. Well, because there's more to that. So anyway, I hope that you will join me for my upcoming program that is called the Power of Us. And let's see, it is. Let me see if I can give you the actual website so that you can look at it. I think a lot of you have already looked at this, but let me go ahead and post it here. Okay, and take a look and see if this is for you. This is a program where we focus on losing those extra those stubborn pounds. Okay, and making it very simple and easy, and talking about uh, issues like how do I eat out, how do I eat in events, and what do I do at night when I want to eat late at night, and what how do I not medicate with food, all those things, and how do I get support, because that's the major piece of the puzzle. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in my next adventure. Okay, I will try to document everything as I go. Bye bye. So we stopped in this little town by the Andes, and I bought grapes. Grapes from the Andes. And I got some peaches also from the area. Okay. And now let's try. This is another kind. I'm here with my friend Osvaldo and Richard and Jorge. Van a ser famosos. So delicious grapes. Now this is real. These are organic.
Sí, algo salió, ¿viste?
Wow. Who says you cannot eat healthy while you travel? Who? Okay, bye bye. This is a famous place because it used to be a select, very expensive, I don't know how to call it, like a hotel, a vacation resort. And then there was an avalanche and it destroyed it all. And there is a little chapel over there. I mean, this is not part of it over here. These are just tourist stops. There's a lot of wind, as I'm sure you can hear. And it's called the Bridge of the Incas. And there used to be a train that drove through the Andes to Chile. Kind of like the Orient Express, but it's not working anymore. We are at 2,700 meters of sea level. Let's village of the Inca in the year 1902. They start to build a luxury hotel and several like bathing waters. I mean, like baths here. Those were the baths right there. And it's semi-destroyed now. It had 9 bedrooms with bathrooms each one, and then a beautiful swimming pool with tile. Anyway, and in 1965, after several days of very strong snow, a avalanche occurred, and it pretty much destroyed. But some of it, of course, has remained.